report.
Hello, today is September 25th, 1992, and I'm Laura.
And I'm Chris.
And this is Channel 9 Fox News. As many of you may know, today marks the 35th anniversary of the desegregation of Little Rock High. Stay tuned with us to have an interview with Elizabeth Eckberg, one of the Little Rock Nine, and take a look back at an interview from Hello and welcome back. We now have Michael Jackson joining us with news on the presidential election thus far.
Hello, Laura. The race continues between our three leading presidential candidates, Bill Clinton, George Bush, and Ross Perot. The tension increases as we near the first of the three presidential debates scheduled for October 11th. So far, Clinton seems to be moving up in the polls. Earlier today, he was endorsed by basketball star Magic Johnson, who just resigned from President Bush's AIDS Commission 2 days ago. President Bush, still trying to undo some of the damage done when he broke his no new taxes pledge in 1990, is falling behind. Perot is further behind yet, ranking third, and it's not looking good for him. Now back to you, Laura.
Thank you, MJ. We will have live broadcasting during the debate, so tune in to Fox News for the best broadcasting around. Now a word from our sponsors.
Come in!
Hey, Dylan.
Hi.
Get Coke? No!
Yes.
Oh my gosh, is that your baby?
I was on cocaine when I was pregnant.
You should really stop. Okay.
All done. This situation seems very not good. We don't want this to happen in the future. We are here from the Drugs Abuse Resistance Education, and they hired me from third world country. That's not the problem. These babies are not what the kind of babies we want to be in the future. This is a baby grown by a crack mother. And this is a baby grown by a normal woman in the 1980s from a happy family. Drugs have taken over the whole country, and we will take a second to show you what these babies right here from the crack mothers look like when they are in the future, when they are 15 years old. Just don't do drugs and give me 2 thumbs up.
And now to Bahe Nizal, our very own political specialist.
Good evening, Chris.
So, what is your analysis concerning the war on drugs, and what effect will it take on the presidential election?
Well, I have a diverse view on the subject. President Reagan's war on drugs, which was the basis for President Bush's war on drugs, began with First Lady Nancy Reagan's Just Say No campaign. However, despite their efforts, drug usage did not stop. It just doesn't stop. It merely reduced casual drug usage, leaving 20 to 40 million Americans still using drugs. President Bush was forced to deal with this problem, and he did reduce cocaine use by 32%, but it's not like 100%. Nevertheless, the president's policies did little to stunt drug usage of the poor. There are more poor people, using cocaine, heroin, and crack today than there was when the war on drugs began.
Okay, and what is your view on the bill the president passed in November of 1990?
Well, you see, this bill did not do very much at all. I think it was kind of stupid. It coerced the states into suspending driver's license and revoking government permits. And benefits of those who are convicted of drug-related crimes, just throwing them in jail. And I don't think it's very smart. But any state unwilling to cooperate and obey this federal bill, they would lose a substantial amount of money used to aid their highways. So today, there are more people in jail for drug charges than there were for crimes in the entire year of 1980.
Thank you, Bahe. We'll be back with Elizabeth Eckford right after the break.
Does your food taste like this? I know a place where you can get food better than this. Mickey D's, home of the 15-cent hamburger.
I love appliances. They make my day. This is my blender. I use it to make cookies that I make every day. This is my waffle maker. I love making waffles, especially because it makes my husband happy. And of course, my favorite, my nice, trusty blender. It blends everything. And this is my nice electric cutter. It really helps. It takes the pressure off your nice, dainty hands.
Alright, I'm done.
And this is my can opener. You want to know what it does? It opens cans. Duh. And these are my mixing bowls. I use them to toss salads, stir some soup, and maybe even enjoy some cereal with a nice little wooden spoon. You should really come to General Electric because you can buy all of your needs here and you can make your husband happy.
And now to Laura with our special anniversary interview with Elizabeth Eckford.
Thank you, Chris. I'm here with Elizabeth right now.
Hello.
So you're the only one out of 9 that still lives here in Little Rock?
Yes. Yes, I believe so.
So have you lived here all your life?
No, back in 1958 I moved to St. Louis so I could get the qualifications I needed in order to study for a bachelor's degree in history. Then, after I graduated, I spent time working in a bank, which was really big back then because I was the first African American to work in a bank. Positions in a bank other than the janitor in the city of St. Louis. Anyhow, I returned to Little Rock in the 1960s and I have been living here and working in the public schools ever since.
Now we're going to take a look back at our interview from 1957. Would you mind describing that day you entered Central High School for the first time?
Not at all. We first attempted to enter the school on September 2nd. That night before, Daisy Bates called up some of the other students and told them to wait for her, and they would all go together. But I didn't get the phone, but I don't have a phone, so I didn't get the message. I went straight up to the front door all by myself, and I was surrounded by this mob. I looked around for a friendly face, and I thought I had found one, but when I looked again, she spat at me. Needless to say, we didn't get in that day, but we didn't stop trying. We must have tried on 2 more occasions before President Eisenhower sent the 101st Airborne Division to escort us in. That day sure did give us satisfaction. We were too young to let the screaming and threats bother us too much, but there were the days that I feared walking through the doors.
Wow, what a powerful story. Thank you for sharing it with us today.
No problem.
Now a word from our sponsors.
1, 2, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, rock. 5, 6, 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock, rock. 9, 10, 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock, rock. We're gonna rock around the clock tonight. Put your glad rags on, join me home.